one thing that always goes with prisons, attempts to escape. One of the attempts in 1947, nothing to do with the one I just told you about, happened right here. This is a large cell, tens of people, all of them Jews. Remember, there's a separation between Jews and Arabs. So they were all here. This is just a reconstruction, just to give you the feel, the atmosphere. And they started digging a tunnel. Okay, the thing's gone, but they left that. This is the entrance to the tunnel. They actually dug into the pillar here, concealing it with a curtain, little curtain. And the British didn't even notice that, perhaps. They started digging down below until they felt suddenly a blast of fresh air. And they knew they were on the right way, because the idea was to dig a tunnel underneath and outside the fortress. What they didn't know was that they were digging, because they did not know archaeology. They did not know, they were not aware that in digging below the floor, they're basically getting inside an even bigger prison, which is the Crusader fortress. Yeah. Now, we do know that the manager, the officer who was in charge of the prison was fond of archaeology. And some speculate that perhaps he knew about the excavation, but he didn't want to interrupt them because he knew precisely that they're digging down, they're basically into another prison. So they didn't even stop them. Anyhow, at some point they were transferred to another prison, and therefore the attempt was not completed. Remember cell 28 and the dig. Okay, remember this dig. Okay, why? You'll know later.
رايحين يضحكوا على وقتهم كانوا هيك